Right, the Gotonpo, right? The Gotonpo are the 5 ways of ninja hiding. So the question comes is, where do these come from historically? Most people realize or understand that Takamatsu and the Bujinkan promote the Gotonpo, the 5 skills of hiding. However, what is their historical basis? Do we have any? Where did Takamatsu get these from? As you guys know, I think Takamatsu created his school, put it together, and I think he was using here a document called the Wakan Sunsaizu Ai, which is from 1712, and it is an encyclopedia, and it is not difficult to get. It's in most libraries in Japan, and it's similar to the Encyclopedia Britannica. So you go into your library and you get it out and you get it. But it was written in 1712, and I've been to the library, I've seen it. There's like tons of them there, and anyone from the the 20th century could get a copy and explore them, just the same as you would look up in that. Now, under the term Shinobi no Mono, it talks about, and this is actually a copy of the manual there. That's actually a copy, and we're using the book In Search of the Ninja. Has anybody got a copy of that? Do you guys remember this? Old school, my first book, I think. First fully published book, In Search of the Ninja. And it says here, Shinobi no Mono, but it gives you some strange idioms from it. And it says, however, it quotes from a Chinese manual. So it quotes and says, the Chinese manual, Wu Zhu, states that in the time of the Han Dynasty, blah, 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 these people were skilled in hiding. It then goes on to say there are 5 methods called the Gotonpo found within these skills. Kinton, the skill of metal hiding. Mokuton, the skill of wood hiding. Suiton, the skill of water hiding. Katon, the skill of fire hiding, and Doton, the skill of earth hiding. And he goes on to give you examples of it. It's clearly magical, it's clearly folklore, and it's clearly Chinese. So what we have is the National Encyclopedia of Edo period Japan, quoting from Chinese texts, because they don't have the information about ninja. The ninjas still exist, they're secret families, and the compiler of this manual doesn't really have contact with anyone, so he went back to a Chinese manual to try and say, well, they probably did things like this in China. And it says, for example, the water way of hiding is somebody found a barrel of water, pot, clay pot, and when they were being chased, they jumped into it. The clay pot smashed, the water went all over the place, and then the shinobi was gone, the spy was gone. I think they used the word kanja, not shinobi, which is often used in China, because they didn't have the word shinobi no mono. It's very close, and it has similar connotations, but it's not. They didn't have it. And another one is for earth hiding, is where this man has cut off top knots or hair, and he gets them and he rubs soil on them, and this is a Chinese skill of magically disappearing. Okay, so what do we learn from this? First of all, the Gotonpo is a Chinese account. It is not found again until 1712, when a Japanese document pretty much says this is Chinese. This is probably what ninja did in the old days, and it's Chinese. And then we have Takamatsu, who's creating his own school, who then puts it together in the 20th century, reads this and adds the Gotonpo. Now, if anybody else knows of any other manuals out there that have the Gotonpo that predate 1712, which is when I found it too, then let me know. Send me an email. So what do you think, guys? So it seems the Gotonpo are very, very much magical in origin. And how do the Gotonpo of the magical section, differ from Takamatsu's interpretation of the Gotonpo, which we assume he took from the same manual, because it's a very popular encyclopedia of Japan. Get yourself a copy of In Search of the Ninja, old school.